All right, I think we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Good to have everybody here. Orioles, Kansas City Royals. First game of the three-game set. This is the final series before the All-Star break. Orioles are in desperate need to try to get a win tonight, as they really need to do it. I hate to say it, but I really feel like they need a sweep and get out of this first half with a 4-game winning streak, which will be their first 4-game winning streak of the season. But, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Good to have everybody here. 7:05 is first pitch. I know where I am, the weather is ominous. The power's kind of gone in and out, so hopefully we won't lose you guys tonight. And I know they're calling for rain all weekend in Baltimore, but I didn't see anything about a delay, so I'm not expecting a delay as we're getting ready for baseball. Let's go over the lineups for tonight's game. All right, hold on one second. I'll try to get everything up here so we can get that going. For Kansas City, Jensen's batting first. Bobby Witt Jr. batting second. Caglianone is batting third. Thomas fourth. Massey fifth. Perez sixth. Rojas seventh. Lofton eighth. Collins ninth. And pitching for them is Avila. For the O's, the home O's in their Friday night uniforms. Of course, the City Connect uniforms. Gunnar Henderson's going to lead off shortstop. Adley Rutschman second is catching. Batting third in left field, Taylor Ward. Batting fourth, first base, Pete Alonso. Batting fifth, DH is Samuel Basayo. Batting sixth in right field, Dylan Beavers. Batting seventh in center field is Colton Cowser. Batting eighth at third base is Blaze Alexander. And batting ninth at second base is Jackson Holiday. And Brandon Young, who's actually had a very good season, got to give him credit, is he's pitching for the Orioles. He's got a 3.38 ERA. I think the Orioles are like 10-2 in games he's pitched this year. So it's good to see. Anyway, welcome in, Jeannie. Good to have you here. And Daniel Berry Sports, welcome in as well. You know what? I don't have the like number up there. I got to get the likes up there. There's your like goal. 40 as usual. Hopefully we make that mark tonight. We're about ready for first pitch, to be honest with you. We're going to have first pitch here in about 2 minutes. And Orioles need a win. They got a win yesterday. They won the game yesterday. They were down 2-1 at the bottom of the eighth inning. A 2-run double by Jeremiah Jackson. Got the Orioles a 3-2 lead, and they held on. Excuse me. So it's been real good. Yesterday was a good game for them. Yeah, hit the like button as you're coming in. We hit our like goal on, what was that, Thursday? No, what game did we call? Was it Wednesday's game we called? I think we called Wednesday's game. Yep, we got the win on Wednesday. We hit our like goal on Wednesday. The Orioles lost 5-2, or no, 9-7. But hopefully we'll get a win tonight. Brandon Young's been pitching really, really well. Got to give him credit. And to be honest with you, got to give credit to the entire Orioles starting rotation. Trevor Rogers has turned it around. His last, 7 or 8 starts have been really good. Kyle Bradish has turned it around. His few starts have been really good. Brandon Young's been good his entire time. Dean Kramer, not great the other night, but he's kept them in games for the most part until the other night when he gave up 4 home runs. And I don't know who else. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Trevor Rogers, Brandon Young, Kyle Bradish, Dean Kramer, and I can't think of who else I'm missing. But anyway, they've all pitched pretty well to date. And they've really kind of been one of the strengths of the team, especially in June and into July. The offense is still extremely inconsistent. One game they'll hit, one game they won't. Next game they'll hit, next game they won't. Too inconsistent on the offensive side, and they've got to shore that up. But anyway, good to have all of you in here. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Glad to have all of you in here. Going to have a lot of fun tonight. And please chat. Please comment in the chat. Love talking baseball with you. If you're a Kansas City fan, you're more than welcome to be here. All we ask is that you keep it respectful, keep it professional, keep it nice, and we'll have a good time. Just Orioles have got to find a way to get some offense going. And when they get the offense going, they've got to find a way to get the offense consistent. They need consistency. They just have no consistency on the offensive side, and it has really hurt them a lot this year. And coming up in big spots, getting the big hit, whether that big hit be with 2 outs or whether that big hit be with runners in scoring position in less than 2 outs. They haven't really done well with that, and they've got to figure out what's going on with Gunnar Henderson. I think it was 0 for 5 in the game that I called. I think he might have got 1 hit yesterday. I don't even think he got a hit yesterday. He has really struggled the entire season. And unfortunately for Gunnar Henderson, the power numbers, the production numbers are now down for the second year in a row. So you got to wonder what the issue is there. But on top of just the power and production numbers being down, his average is down 60 points from last year. He's batting .219 on the season, and we're into July now. So we're more than halfway through the season, and his numbers just are not good. I'll be right back. So they've got to figure out what's going on with him. Turn the air down. It's getting a little warm. All right, so here we go. Jensen's in the box. Brandon Young is ready. We're about ready to get first pitch. Enjoy the game. First pitch, here it is. There's a fastball for a strike. 0-1. Good start already. Hey, what have we got? 12 likes. That's amazing. 13 likes already. Wow, look at that. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a splitter for a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So quickly 2 strikes on Carter Jensen. 246 hitter, 13 home runs, 49 RBI, 750 OPS on the season. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back on the splitter. I think the important thing for Brandon Young is to, stay out of the middle of the plate. That's it. Just stay out of the middle of the plate. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a splitter. That's driven foul off to the first base side. So we're going to stay at 0-2. Richard, the legend, R. Johns. What's up, Richard? Welcome in, man. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Oh, 2 pitch. Fastball way outside. Ball 1, 1-2. Yeah, Brandon Young's he's having a really nice first full season with the Orioles. Stanley Booth, welcome in. Good to see you again, buddy. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And that's the first out right there. Good job by Brandon Young. Tailing fastball. Just started at the middle of the plate and just kept tailing outside away from the left-handed hitter. He swings right past it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here comes Bobby Witt Jr. I look at Witt's numbers. His production numbers aren't as high. His average is good at 288, but his home runs and RBIs are down. There's a fastball for a strike, 0-1. He's still stealing some bases, but his numbers aren't quite like last year. He was hitting like 320, 330. He's down to 288 this year, 13 home runs, 39 RBIs. So he's not quite having the year he had last year. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So quickly 0-2. And part of it with a young hitter like a Bobby Witt is just like the same thing with the Gunnar Henderson. It's adapting and adjusting to change. Because the pitchers are going to learn him and they're going to adjust. He has to adjust back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball to right field. Hit pretty well at the wall. Oh, it's off the top of the wall. Dylan Beavers is not going to get there. He jumped for it. It was over his glove, and it's going to be a one-out double for Bobby Witt. It was hit the right field into the sun. It might have been a ball that was catchable by Dylan Beavers. I don't think he got a very good jump on it and got over the top of his glove off the wall for a double. Well, he just didn't track it well. Brothers permit coming next week in Charlotte. Nice, Stanley. Permit for what? So a one-out double, that's going to bring up... why is this not changing over? Hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. That's going to bring up Jock Caglianone. First pitch to him is a curveball for a ball, low and inside, ball one. Sony, welcome in. Good to have you here, buddy. Hit those likes button. Hit that like button, folks, as you're coming in. And Bobby Witt seems to always hit the Orioles well. All right. Brandon Young's at the belt. He's ready. Nope. Throw to second. Nope. He got back. Trying to keep Bobby Witt close because a single is probably going to score him. So the Orioles are going to try to keep him as close to second base and not let him get a very large secondary lead. 0-1 or 1-0 pitch. Here it comes, swinging a foul. 1-1. And what is the secondary lead for those that don't know? So when the pitcher's holding the ball, okay, he's at his set, you have your lead. When he starts to pitch, the runner will expand that lead. That's called a secondary lead. So that runner will go a little further. 1-1 pitch. Pop up. Looks like it's going to be playable. Here comes first baseman. And Pete Alonso's got it. In foul ground for the second out. So that's a big out right there. And that's going to bring up Thomas next. Lane Thomas is going to step to the plate. But yeah, that's what a secondary lead is. You have your initial lead when the pitcher has the ball and he's set at the belt and getting ready to pitch. And as the pitcher goes into his windup, that hitter will expand that lead. That's called a secondary lead. First pitch to Thomas. Curveball just off the plate, or slider just off the plate, 1-0. 233 hitter, 7 home runs, 30 RBI, 731 OPS for the number 4 hitter for the Royals. One 0 pitch. There's a curveball or sinker inside and couldn't check his swing. That's a strike, 1-1. That sinker just totally busted him in on the inside of the plate. It really handcuffed him, and Thomas couldn't do anything with that. He tried to check his swing, but couldn't do it. 1-1 pitch. There's another slider off the plate and low for ball 2, 2-1. The key to the success for most pitchers is staying ahead in the count, throwing strikes, not walking hitters. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a foul. Back behind the plate. Quickly, 2-2. Michael Massey is on deck, followed by Salvador Perez, following him. Excuse me. 2-2 pitch. Here we go. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. And that's your inning. No runs, 1 hit, a man left. Top of the second. Bottom of the first coming up. Good to have all 12 of you in here. Thank you for the 15 likes. We are on our way. We actually made our likes on Wednesday. I couldn't believe it. We got to 40 likes exactly on Wednesday. So that was nice. Anyway, good to have all of you in here. Kansas City, Baltimore. Going to be a fun night. We're going to have a good time. Glad to have everybody here. If you have friends that are baseball fans, have them come in. They're showing the Emirates commercial and the girl standing on top of, what's it, the Burj Khalifa? Like the tallest building in the world. She's at the tip top, the exact top. She's standing up there. I don't know if that's CGI or if they actually have her standing up there. I could never do that. I would pass out, fall, and be dead. And they would have to harness me somehow. I get dizzy as it is with heights. I'm afraid of heights. I can't even imagine. I don't know how these people do it that free climb, that climb these large, tall buildings without any harnesses, without any protection. I never understood that. But they do it so strong hands, strong muscle in the legs and the arms, and you've just got to have nerves of steel. Jeannie, I wouldn't go up there even inside the building. All right, Luinder Avila is the pitcher for Kansas City, righty on the mound. He's 4-3. He's got a 5.05 ERA on the season. Opponents are batting .270 against him. Gunnar Henderson's going to lead it off. Here's first pitch. There's a slider, a four-seam fastball, inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Gunnar has gotten into a major habit of trying to pull everything. And it has really hurt his production this year. 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive. One hopper to the second baseman. He pulls another one. Ground out again. And that is Gunnar Henderson's MO this season. Everything is pull. He's turning the ball over and he's hitting ground ball outs to the second baseman. He has done it a ton this year. He is not getting, he's not getting underneath the ball. He is not trying to go the other way with the ball. His swing is really out of whack, and I don't know what they're doing. Here's Adley Rutschman. First pitch to him is a curveball low. Oh, it's called a strike. Rutschman's not going to he's not going to challenge it. So instead of 1-0, it's 0-1. It looked low to me, but it was called a strike. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup. That's a good changeup. He had him way out in front on that one. Quickly 0-2 on Rutschman. All right, here we go. 0-2 pitch. There's a changeup off the plate and low. Ball 1-2. Luinder Avila has a 15.75 ERA in the first inning. And the Orioles watch will let him off the hook. 1-2 pitch is fouled back, out of play. Yeah, friends out there, folks, tell them to come on in and watch some baseball with us. Rutschman's ready. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. He did not go on a slider in the dirt, so it's 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Here it comes. There is a fastball in the dirt, and Rutschman has gone from 0-2 to making it a full count, 3-2. Good at bat for Rutschman. He's making him work, and he's worked the count full. Pitcher wants another ball. So full count, 3-2 count on Adley Rutschman with one down here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. 256 on the year for Rutschman, 774 OPS. 3-2 pitch. There's a line drive foul down the first base side. He hit it really good, but he pulled it. Thank you all for being here. Glad to have you all here. 3-2 count on Adley Rutschman, the lone all-star for the Orioles this year. His pitch. High, ball 4. It was a slider just up the top part of the zone, and it was called a ball. And it was a ball. It was definitely a ball. So we got a one-out walk. That's going to bring Taylor Ward to the plate. Pete Alonso is on deck. Taylor Ward has been really good at getting on base for the Orioles this year, but his offensive production numbers are not being good at all. Sinker inside and low, ball one. Not good numbers production-wise. 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's got 255 average, 735 OPS. Got to have better productive numbers from him. That's what you got him for. 1-0 pitch. There's a four-seamer right down the middle of the plate. I don't even know what he's looking at. That's perfect. And it's a strike. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fastball high. Ball 2. 2-1. I mean, it's great that he takes a lot of pitches, but we really were hoping to have 25 to 30 home runs out of Taylor Ward. We'll be lucky if we get 15. 2-1 pitch is a curveball just at the bottom of the zone. That's called a strike. 2-2. I'll be honest with you. He'll be lucky if he gets to 15 to 20 home runs this year at this point. We're coming up to the All-Star break, and he's got 4. 2-2 pitch. Curveball or slider inside and low. Ball 3. 3-2. So I guess this is part of the reason why Avila struggles in the first inning. He walked Rutschman. He's one pitch away from walking Taylor Ward with Pete Alonso on deck. Let's see what he does here. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball to the third baseman. Slow roll it. Go to second for 1. Back to first. Not going to be in time. So Taylor Ward hits into a fielder's choice force out. He'll reach base. He'll wipe out Adley Rutschman at second. And now there's 2 down for Pete Alonso. Just bad at bats. I mean, a weak roller to the third baseman like that. Pete Alonso, 20 home runs, 62 RBIs. Got an 812 OPS. Excuse me, but he's batting .249. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball for a strike, 0-1. I don't think the Orioles are picking up that curveball very well because he seemed surprised by that pitch, almost like he was fooled. 0-1 inside on a sinker, ball 1, 1-1. Alonso's got the production. His production numbers are there. Throw over to first. Taylor Ward's back. 20 home runs, 62 RBIs. He's well on his way to another 35 home run, 100 RBI season, which is exactly what the Orioles paid for. I just want to see the average just a little bit higher. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball for a strike. Again, that's a slider. Man, it looked like a curve to me. Good slider. 1-2 count now on Pete Alonso. They're not picking up these pitches. They're gearing up for fastballs, and when he goes off speed, they are not ready for him. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider 15 feet outside the zone. And that's the inning. I don't understand that. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Top of the second inning coming up. The thing I don't understand when I look at some of these at-bats that the Orioles have, and it's why I worry that they're relying a lot of how they swing. Their swing decisions are being based on analytics. In other words, they may say, hey, look, this guy Avila, when he gets ahead in the count, 2 strikes on you, he'll normally throw a fastball. And then so these guys, they're looking fastball. So when he throws something different, they're already in swing mode and they look fooled. And they look bad because they're swinging at a bad pitch. I mean, he probably missed off the plate 4 inches off the plate. That ball wasn't even close to the strike zone. But he's swinging like it's a fastball. And it makes him look foolish. So I can only assume that they're guessing on what's coming or what they're expecting to come based on analytics instead of just letting their God-given instincts and talent prove through. Because I've seen so many times this year where they've looked really bad on at-bats on balls that aren't even... That pitch wasn't even a competitive pitch. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, top of the second coming up. All right, Brandon Young's got Michael Massey, Salvador Perez, and Josh Rojas. He's at the belt. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball, high, ball 1. Michael Massey on the season, 263 hitter, 7 home runs, 31 RBI, 729 OPS. The 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's another fastball just off the plate, ball 2. So fastball command is going to be key for Brandon Young tonight. If he's able to really command his fastball and get ahead in the count, he should have a good night. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Nope, Alonso's going to take it himself. Just beats him to the bag, and that's the first out. 1 down. So he got Massey to swing 2-0 on a slider, and he hit a ground ball to the first baseman who stepped on the bag for the first out. Kansas City's having a real tough season. Real tough season. They are having, I think they have the second worst record in the American League. Here's Salvador Perez. 209 on the season. He's not had a good year. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Fastball inside and high. Ball 1. A 209 hitter, 11 home runs, 30-something, 32 RBIs, I think it was. He's not had a good year at all. He's getting older. Salvador Perez is no young kid anymore. He's in his 30s. Numbers tailed off this year. 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball. Ground ball. Base hit into left field. So there's, again, another 1-out single for Kansas City. Fastball just got way too much of the plate. That'll bring Josh Rojas to the plate. Left-handed hitter, 154, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 493 OPS. There's a curveball. First pitch to him, called a ball. But Adley Rutschman is going to challenge it. Looks like it caught the bottom of the plate to me. Rutschman's challenging. Let's see if he gets it. He does. It's a strike. Oh, wait. No, it's a ball. Oh, I thought it was in red, but it's not. It missed by about an inch. It looked like it was a strike to me too, but no, he missed. So the Orioles lose the challenge. They only got 1 left. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. There's another curveball. That definitely got the strike zone. 1-1. One pitch is a splitter off the plate. Ball 2. 2-1. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Appreciate the 16 likes. Please give us a comment. 2-1 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball as shortstop. Gunner's got to go a long way. Backhands it, and he cannot glove it cleanly. And that's going to be an infield single. He was playing to pull to the left-hander Josh Rojas, who went the other way. Gunner had to come back across the field to backhand it, and he just couldn't get it out of the glove, so it's going to be an infield single for Josh Rojas. It's going to make it first and second now for the Royals. He just couldn't get it out of the glove cleanly, and smartly enough, he ate it. All right, here's a sinker inside. Ball 1 to Nick Lofton. So this is where you got to be careful now if you're Brandon Young. You don't want to let this inning get away from you. First and second, 1 out. A ground ball at somebody will still get you out of the inning. See if he can do it. 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball at shortstop. Gunner, the second for 1. Back to first. In time for the double play. And exactly what we were talking about, they get. First pitch, he hits it right to Gunner. who backhands it, throws it to second for the first out, and a nice turn by Jackson Holliday. And the Orioles are out of the inning. 2 hits, 1 man left. We're heading to the bottom of the second. No score. Good job. That was nice. Good turn right there. Exactly what you... Sometimes you need the help. You get a couple hits. The Salvador Perez hit was a good, clean hit. Rojas hits it where they ain't. Gets an infield single. But Brandon Young gets the ground ball at somebody and gets the double play to get out of it. All good stuff. Coming up for the Orioles, it's going to be Sam Basayo, Dylan Beavers, Colton Cowser. Now, what I will say for Kansas City is in their 2 innings, they already have 3 hits in 2 innings. Nothing to show for it, but they do have 3 hits. Brandon Young, in my opinion, can give up a single here, a single there. I have no problem with that if he doesn't compound the problem with walks. And he keeps the ball in the ballpark, he's going to stay in the game. The Orioles are going to have a chance to win this game. Well, he can give up some hits here and there. He hasn't walked anybody, which has been good, and he's keeping the ball in the ballpark. I get it. It's only 2 innings, but he's getting the ground balls. Nothing in the air except for the one by Bobby Witt. And I just think, personally, I thought that ball was played wrong. So, off to a good start again for Brandon Young. All right, here we go. Basayo's ready. First pitch to him. Curveball low. Ball 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Is a fastball inside, ball 2. 248, 14 home runs, 42 RBIs, 762 OPS. In Basayo's first full season. There's a fastball for a strike. 2-1. And he's had a good first season. He really has. He's playing really well. He'll get some votes for Rookie of the Year. He's probably not going to win the award. But he'll get some votes. That's the thing most people have to remember. Dylan Beavers, Samuel Basayo, rookies technically. First full season in the major leagues. 2-1 pitch is a changeup, low, ball 3. Somebody like a Jackson Holliday, this is only his second full season in the major leagues. Kobe Mayo, he's been in the majors for a bit, but this is his first full season. 3-1. There's a ground ball right to the second baseman. Easy peasy. Throw to first in time. That's 1 down. Hey, Grim. Welcome in. Grim 696. All right, Grim. So here, hold on for a second. When they come back to the pitching, if you're at the game, I want you to wave. Okay? I want you to wave. If you're at the game now. Left to home plate. Oh, wait a minute. There goes a line drive. Base hit by Dylan Beavers into left field, into right field. So there's a 1-out single by Dylan Beavers. All right, Grim. If you're at the game, I want you to wave. If you're to the left. You're the left of... Is it your left or my left of home plate? Let me ask that. If you're really there. I always wonder when people come in and say that stuff. So 1-out single for the Orioles. Here's Colton Cowser. First pitch to him is curveball off the plate. 1-0. One-0 pitch. Another curveball low. Did he go? Check swing. Oh, the umpire says he did go. So 1-1 count. It looked like a ball to me, but it was called a strike. I don't know who these people are in there. Throw over to first. Nope. Dylan Beavers is back. All right, they're not showing home plate at the moment, so I can't really... There's the 1-1 pitch is a curveball, outside ball too. If you're camera view looking at home plate, I'm to the left of home plate. I'm about 6 rows back from where Cal Ripken sits when he's here. Not here tonight, it looks like. Oh, okay. Well, I won't be able to see you in the picture from the camera view. I don't think, though, it won't. Most of the time, I probably won't be able to see you. But I hope you have a good time. I used to have season tickets. I was there a lot. Have fun. All right, 2-2 count on Colton Cowser. I hope the weather holds off. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike 3 on a changeup. That's just bad. I got you. Thanks, Grim. That's a bad at-bat by Colton Cowser right there. Changeup. That ball's right down the middle of the plate. I don't even understand what he's looking at. I mean, that's easily a strike. It's a strike the entire way. So 2 down for the Orioles. Here's Blaze. There's a ground ball foul down the third base line. Oh, 1 pitch to Blaze Alexander. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Base hit into center field. Beavers is going to make the turn. He's going to go all the way to third. And that's a 2-out base hit by Blaze Alexander. Really good job by him. Just over the outstretched glove of Bobby Witt, who jumped for it but wasn't able to get it. And now the Orioles got first and third with 2 outs for Jackson Holiday. It was a hit and run anyway. It was 2 down. Might as well. And actually, it wasn't Bobby. It was the second baseman who made the leap, but he wasn't getting it anyway. Oh, man, they almost got Dylan Beavers. He looked like he was going to go. All right, here's Jackson. Let's see if he can get the big 2-out hit. First pitch to him. Here's a strike. 4-seamer right there. 0-1. Man. Jackson Holiday has reached base in his last 6 at-bats. 4 for 40 the other night and 2 for 2. And then 2 walks. He's got 6 straight at bats, so he's reached base. 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball outside and low. Ball 1. 1-1. 1-1. Hey guys, 21 of you watching. If you could, please hit that like button. Appreciate it. Thank you. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive. Base hit into right field by Jackson Holiday, and the Orioles get on the board. That's what I'm talking about right there. Big 2-out hit by Jackson Holiday. Gets the Orioles on the board. And he has reached base 7 straight times. And it's 1-0 Birds. Big hit by Jackson Holiday. The big 2-out hits with runners in scoring position is such a big lift for a baseball team. And Jackson was just able to get enough of it by the first baseman who was diving for it to get it into right field and give the Orioles a 1-0 lead. Back to Gunnar. And here's first pitch to him is a swing and a foul back. Gunnar Henderson, if you watch his shoulders and his hips, he pulls his right shoulder out, and you can just tell he's going to try and pull it again. Everything is pull, pull, pull. 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1. And it's really affected his numbers. That's why he's hitting a lot of ground balls to second base. That's why he's popping up a lot. He doesn't, I don't know what it is. He has really he's totally discombobulated right now. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. There's a base hit up the middle. Single into center field by Gunnar Henderson. That's what you need to do Jackson Holloway goes all the way to third. And then it's first and third for the Orioles again with a 2-0 lead. That's what they need from Gunnar Henderson right there. When he goes up the middle or the other way with the ball, he's much more successful. And he showed it right there, and he proved my point. He didn't try to pull it. He went up the middle, gets the base hit, and just like that, the Orioles have a 2-0 lead. That's all you need to do. He's not driving the ball, but if he's not going to be driving the ball, he's got to get other ways to get on base then. If he's not driving the ball in the gaps and out of the ballpark, then he's got to go up the middle, and he's got to go the other way and take the pitches that are given to him. If he starts doing that, the average will rise, the confidence will rise, and ultimately the production numbers will rise. Orioles 2-0, just like that. And here comes Adley Rutschman. He's got a chance here to keep the carousel going. Let's see if he can do it. First pitch is a changeup in the dirt. Ball 1. First and third, 2 outs. 2 runs on the board for the Orioles, trying to get more. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball. Called a strike at the bottom of the zone. It looks like it might have got the zone. It was close, but it looks like it might have got the zone. So 1-1 count. Rutschman might see a good amount of curveballs in this at-bat. A heavy dose. 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss on a changeup. He's not probably going to get a fastball to hit. He's going to stay with changeups and curveballs and probably sliders to try to get Rutschman out. And we need to see if Rutschman will adjust. What's up, Debbie? Welcome in. Debbie Bernfeld. Good to see you, dear. Appreciate you being here, Debbie. Hope you give us a like. Give us a like as you're coming in. How are you? Hope you're doing well. 1-2 pitch on the way. There goes Gunnar. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. He caught it between his legs. That was really nice. It was a ground ball. Went right between the pitcher's legs. And he caught it between his legs. Throws to first. Nice play. And that's the inning. But the Orioles get a couple. That was really nice by the pitcher. Top of the third coming up. Orioles got a 2-0 lead. What's up, Debbie? Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Richard's in here. Jeannie's in here. Sony's in here. Lots of good friends in here. And some new friends as well. Yeah, Jeannie, it was nice. He pitched. The ball went right between his legs. He was actually facing, his back was to home plate, and he put his glove down, and he gloved it between his legs. It was a nice play. I don't know that anything would have happened anyway. I don't think that Adley hit it hard enough to get through into center field. I think the second baseman probably would have fielded it anyway, but it was a nice play. What's up, Debbie? Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Hope you all join us tomorrow. Melissa and I will be at Disney Springs tomorrow morning. Haven't been to Disney Springs in forever. And I thought, you know what? We haven't done a stream down there. Why don't we go to Disney Springs tomorrow? So that's where we're going to be tomorrow. And, of course, Sunday we're going to have our Sunday walk in the park. And I think we might have early entry on Sunday. So we had some friend of ours who put us on their reservation. So we might be able to get in for early entry on Sunday, which would be fabulous. Oh, Debbie, we miss you too. I hope you're doing well. Debbie, are you going to Pete's thing in August? Are you going over to Pete's meetup in August? I hope so. I hope you come down again soon. Let us know if you do. We'd love to say hello. All right, Orioles with the 2-0 lead. It's exactly what we need. Brandon Young's first pitch is a fastball for a strike. 0-1 to Isaac Collins. Isaac Collins, Carter Jansen, Bobby Witt Jr. 9-1-2 coming to the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's another fastball. That's a little high. Ball 1, 1-1. 1-1. 18 likes, 18 folks in here. Thank you, guys. All right, Brandon Young's ready. 1-1 pitch. There's a changeup or a splitter for a strike. 1-2. Man, that looked like a changeup to me. Just the movement and the velocity. It didn't look like a slider. 1-2 pitch is a splitter in the dirt. 2-2. Or it didn't look like a splitter. Sorry. And what's a splitter? A splitter is basically a split finger fastball. It's the type of movement. Ball usually runs down. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Caught by the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. More of a floater than a line drive, but it's caught. And that's the first out. Okay, Debbie. So, I don't know why. I thought it was in August. Okay, so it's in July this year. Are you going? And you'll be down in December. Nice. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad you'll be down in December. All right, one down, back to the top of the lineup. Here's Jensen. There's a curveball, and it's a fly ball to center field. Fairly deep, but very playable for Colton Cowser. He's under it. He's got it. That's the second out. It's in July this year. Okay. End of July. That'll be nice. So Brandon Young, 2 quick outs. He's got Bobby Witt to contend with now, who's 1 for 1 with the double. First pitch to him. Here it comes. It's going to be a slider for a strike. 0-1. Yes, I'm going to Pete's Meetup in July. Good. Good. Have a good time. All right. 0-1 pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. Here it comes. There's a fastball, or a sinker, and that's going to be fouled off. So quickly 0-2 on Bobby Witt Jr. And again, we talk about this all the time. It's been a big Achilles heel for the Orioles pitchers this year, is allowing big hits with 2 strikes and 2 outs. They've had this inability to get out of innings quickly, but he's got a chance here. Let's see what he can do. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. He got him. And there you go. That's what you're looking for. That's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the third coming up. 2-0 Birds. Brandon Young's looking good. Whoop, I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Let me go back. Hope we're not having trouble. It's freezing. The game is freezing up on us here, gang. Hold on. I have no idea why. Sorry, I'm trying to get the game back up. The game is freezing up on me. I don't know why. I'm going to try it over here too. All right, we're going to go with this window for a few minutes and see what this does. All right, Taylor Ward's at the plate, gang. Here we go. First pitch to him. I'm sorry, it's already 1-0. There's a sinker for a strike, 1-1. So we got a 1-1 count on Taylor Ward. Bottom of the third. Orioles with a 2-0 lead. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you here. Taylor Ward's ready. 1-1 pitch. There's a curveball. Top of the zone for a strike. Quickly 1-2 on Taylor Ward. Orioles looking to build a little bit more of a lead here. Keep it going. 1-2 count on Taylor Ward. Here it comes. Off the plate on the four-seamer. Makes it 2-2. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. We got 21 likes, I think. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, guys. We are more than halfway to our goal. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball. Foul down the third base line. Just foul. Ball girl's got it. She's going to give it to a very happy fan. And we're going to do it again. 2-2. Blistering hot down here in Florida. I don't know about where you guys are, but let me know what it's like. What's the temps like where you are? 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a call. No, it's a slider just at the bottom of the zone. Called a ball. So 3-2 on Taylor Ward. That could have been called a strike. It looked like it got the bottom of the zone, but it wasn't called. So it's an advantage for the Orioles right there. That's great. Wants to count full at 3-2. Let's see if Taylor Ward can do anything with it. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground line drive. Center field for a base hit. Orioles are hitting a lot of line drives today. Really putting, when they get the bat on the ball and they try to go up the middle, they're getting good wood on the ball. So a leadoff single for Taylor Ward. And so Jeannie said 75 where she is. 90's coming again this week. We were at 100 today. No, we were at 98 today with a heat index of 113. All right, here's Pete Alonso. First pitch. Ground ball foul on a sinker. 0-1. Alonso looked terrible his first time up. He was completely fooled. Heat index 104 for Debbie Bernfeld. 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball low for a ball. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Another curveball. Low, but called a strike. Oh, my. That ball missed by about 1.5 inches, but it was called a strike. So it's 1-2 on Pete Alonso. Now, it had the plate, but it was low. 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside on a sinker and high. Ball 2. 2-2. The Orioles are struggling with Avila's curveball tonight. They are not picking it up. They definitely look fooled on his curveball. Two pitch. Oh, there goes Taylor Ward trying to steal second. He's out. It was a ball to Pete Alonso. Taylor Ward tried to steal second. He's staying there like he thinks he's safe. He was called out. Yeah, he's out. Yep, the Orioles are not challenging. That's it. He's out. So they threw out Taylor Ward trying to steal second. Oh, yeah, he's out by a mile. So one down here in the top of the third inning. 3-2 count on Pete Alonso. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he couldn't hold on to it. Pete thought he was out. He started walking back to the dugout, but the catcher couldn't hold it, so he stays alive. Yeah, Debbie, I agree that it's been very difficult. I took the dog out this afternoon for his afternoon walk, and it was hard. Here's another 3-2. Here it comes. That's a slider in the dirt. Ball 4. So that throwing that runner out, that attempted steal kind of comes back and hurts the Orioles right there. Because if he doesn't steal, Alonso walks and you got first and second, nobody out. But I like the aggressiveness. I do. I like the aggressiveness. You're trying to make something happen. You're trying to put a little bit of pressure on the defense. And the catcher made a good throw. It's just that simple. Give credit where it's due. But Orioles get another guy on. 1 out. Here's Sam Basayo. First pitch. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-1. Well, that was a very hittable pitch, too. He just missed it. That was a very hittable pitch for Basayo right there. But he just wasn't able to get the bat on the ball. So, 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive foul down the third base line on a four-seam fastball. So, quickly 0-2 on Basayo. 22 likes, 18 to our goal. Oh-2 pitch. Curveball inside and low. Ball 1. 1-2. $60 pitches for Avila already. 60 pitches. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's outside on a changeup. Ball 2. 2-2. That was way off the plate. Not even close. Avila's at the belt. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Basayo. There's a ground ball. Just tapper at the plate. That's foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, man on first. Basayo's trying to drive one somewhere. Let's see if he can get one in the gap. Avila is at the belt. Here it comes. Fastball is a ground ball dribbler right back to the pitcher. Nowhere else he can go but first base. So he's going to get the out at first. Basayo's out. But it does move the runner, Pete Alonso, up to second. So the Orioles got another runner in scoring position. And that's going to bring Dylan Beavers to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored first time up. Again, there's another chance for the Orioles with 2 outs here. A runner in scoring position to get the big hit. Can they do it? Here it is. First pitch. Nope. Slider. Low and inside. Ball 1. Beavers is ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive. Oh, one hopper to the first baseman. He hit it hard, but he hit it right at him, and it's caught. He steps on the bag, and that's the inning. Orioles leave 1, heading to the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Birds. All right, gang, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, gang, I'm back. Looks like we're still at commercial break. Probably not. I'm sure I'm behind. Yep, I'm behind. All right, here we go. Jock Caglianone is up. He's got a 0-1 count on him. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right field. That ball's hit a ton. At the track, at the wall. It's gone. Just like that, 2-0. Becomes 2-1. And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Why are we having trouble with the connection? So just like that, Kansas City is right back in this ball game. What is going on? First pitch to Thomas is a ball, 1-0. Hi, can someone explain what's happening? I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but the spread looked good for Baltimore. 2-1. Home run for a gentleman just hit a home run for them. Caglianone just hit a home run. It's 2-1 Orioles. Six Priests, welcome in. Here's Lane Thomas. He's 0 for 1 in the game. I'm having issues with the connection here tonight. We have bad storms in the area, and it looks ominous outside. 1-0 pitch or 1-1 pitch is high for a ball. 2-1. Most important thing for Brandon Young, like I said before, get ahead in the count. Keep the ball in the ballpark. Don't walk anybody. He's done 2 of the 3 so far. There's a curveball or slider for a strike. 2-2. But he didn't keep the ball in the ballpark. You know nothing about baseball, but you're betting $600 on the Orioles? 2-2 pitch. There's a called strike 3. He went. Yeah, absolutely. It was a strike anyway. And there's 1 out. 1 down. So, Six Priests, you don't know anything about baseball, but you bet $600 on the Orioles? I want you to explain your thinking to me. That would be like me betting on rugby football, and I know nothing about rugby football. All right, here's Michael Massey. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to him. There's a fastball for a called strike, 1-0. Or 0-1, sorry. Well, I don't know if you have a spread, Six Priests, or not, but right now it's 2-1 Birds, so you're winning at the moment. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's another called strike on a fastball. Quickly, 0-2 on Michael Massey. So if the Orioles win, how much do you win? 0-2 pitch, just off the plate with another fastball, 1-2. I'm not a gambler either, Nick. Six Priests. I know baseball. I love baseball, but I don't like to gamble. It's not my thing. There's the 1-2 pitch, high on another fastball, 2-2. So Michael Massey has seen nothing but fastballs to sit back. Two-two pitch. Here it comes. Nope. There's a splitter in the dirt. Ball 3. Plus 80. What does that mean? So you bet $600. So does that mean if you win 680? You basically win your money back plus $80? All right. Full count on Brandon Young. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. He walked him. So the 2 things I talked about at the beginning of the game, he's done back-to-back. I said, keep the ball in the ballpark. Nope. Gave up the home run. I said, don't walk guys. Nope. He walks the next batter. Here's Salvador Perez. He's 1 for 1 in the game. Here's first pitch to him. Pop up. It's going to be playable. Rutschman's out. First baseman's out. Third baseman's out. Alonso's got it. And he has the second out. So 2 outs now. Salvador Perez swung at a very bad pitch. Not a good pitch to swing at, but he swung at it and it worked out for the Orioles. Helps the Orioles for sure. Josh Rojas coming up. He had the infield single his first time up. 2 outs now. Man on first. 2-1 Birds. Top of the 4th inning. Here's pitch. Curveball low and outside. Ball 1. One 0 pitch. There's a fly ball. Left field. Hit pretty good. Taylor Ward's at the track. At the wall. It's off the top of the wall. That's going to score the second run for them. He's going to round third. He's going to head home. That's going to score the run. We're tied 2-2. Josh Rojas with the 2-out double gets that second run home on a ball on the outside part of the plate. He just serves it into the gap in left field. And we're all tied up. There's a ball up in the zone, and Taylor Ward couldn't get there. And then he bobbles it and easily scores from first base. Does Michael Massey, and we are tied 2-2. Another Achilles heel for the Orioles this year has been when those pitchers get a lead, they cannot hold the lead. Here comes Nick Lofton. First pitch to him is a slider for a called strike. 0-1. They just can't. Saw it the other day with Dean Kramer. Kramer comes out, it's got a 3-1 lead, promptly made it 4-3 the Cubs. He gave up 3 home runs in the inning. Terrible. There's the 0-1 pitch, is a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. So again, the Orioles get Brandon Young a 2-0 lead. What's he do? He gives it right back. And Kansas City's second worst team in the American League, folks. They have the second worst record in the American League. 0-2, here it comes. Fly ball, left field. Very playable, though. Taylor Ward's under it. He's got it. That's your inning. But Kansas City gets back in the game. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. We have a 2-2 tie. Not good at all. After the 5th inning, at the bottom of the 5th inning, we'll do some score updates around Major League Baseball. We'll give you an out-of-town score. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got 27 likes. We are 13 away from hitting our goal. And we're only in the 4th inning, so we got a shot. Welcome in, friends. Good to have everybody in here tonight. I appreciate all of you. Definitely lots of fun having you here. He keeps showing that Emirates commercial and that girl standing on the top of the Burj Khalifa. I still think that's CGI. I don't think she's actually really standing up there, but maybe she is. You know what? Six priests, and I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I'm sure that I am saying it wrong. I don't really know. The Orioles have been so inconsistent this year. It's extremely hard to project how this team is going to play the rest of this game. You know, again, Kansas City has one of the worst records in baseball, second worst record in the American League. The Orioles are at home with one of their better pitchers. You would think the projections have the Orioles to win this game, but already, you know, a 2-0 game is now 2-2. So I don't know. I can't give you an honest projection. Colton Cowser is at the plate. First pitch to him. There's a curveball for a strike. 0-1. Cowser, Blaze Alexander, Jackson Holiday step into the plate. Oh, 1 pitch. Pop up. That ball is going to get out of play. Quickly, 2 strikes on Colton Cowser. Yeah, 6 Priest, it's really hard to say. I just don't know. They have not played. If they were playing good baseball this year, I'd say you're in a good spot, but they're not. And they're so inconsistent. It's hard to say. Cowser's 0-2. Here it comes. There's a fly ball left field. Hit pretty well, but it's going to be playable for the left fielder. He's got it. That's the first out. 1 down for the Orioles. Cowser had a good run there for a while in June where he was starting to hit better again, but he's kind of cooled off, unfortunately, again. Not the right time to be cooling off. All right, here comes Blaze. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Really he's having a good season. 306 average. First pitch to him inside on a fastball. Called a strike. Oh my goodness. That ball was about 2 inches on the inside part of the plate. Wasn't even close to a strike, but it was called a strike. Well, instead of 1-0, it's 0-1. Goodness gracious. Next pitch, fly ball, left field. That ball's hit pretty well. And it's gone. Home run for Blaze Alexander, and the Orioles get the lead back. I couldn't get the words out. I'm sorry. Blaze Alexander got a slider in the middle of the plate. He turns on it and hits it out of the ballpark into the left field bleachers, and it's 3-2 Birds. Blaze Alexander is really having a nice season for the Orioles. Got to give credit where credit's due. The Orioles traded for him as a utility guy. I didn't even think he was going to get much playing time. Jordan Westberg does his normal thing, and then here we are. And what I mean by normal thing is he's hurt again. And then Blaze Alexander gets a chance to play, and he is really taking advantage of it. 3-2 Birds. First pitch to Jackson Holliday's in the dirt, ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. In the dirt again, ball 2. Jackson Holliday has reached base, if I'm not mistaken, 7 straight appearances. He went 4 for 4, and then he had 2 walks, and now he's got a hit already today. Here's a 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike on the sinker, 2-1. Or he had the 2 walks, then he went 4 for 4, and then he's 1 for 1 today. Maybe that's the way it went. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to have to shuffle to the pitcher, who's going to get to the bag, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Yeah, Alexander got a slider up in the zone, and that ball just stayed right down the middle of the plate, and Alexander knew it the minute he hit it. He hits it about 8 rows deep, too. Back to the top of the lineup for Gunnar. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Like to see him drive one in the gap somewhere. First pitch. Pop up. Right field. At the track. Looks like he's going to have it just at the wall, and he catches it at the wall. Gunnar just misses it. He hits it to the wall in right field, but it's caught by the right fielder, and that's your inning. So we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning, but the O's get one back. 3-2 Birds. Top of the 5th coming up. Welcome in, everybody. 29 likes. We only got 11 to go, and we're only into the 5th inning. That's amazing. Good job. So, 6 Priest. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Or is it 6 Purse? I don't know. 6 Purse. I'm not sure. But 6. You got the lead again. So maybe you'll win. 6 Purse. Here's my thing. If you bet 600, but you only win technically 80, is it worth it? Or maybe I'm not understanding the bet. Because if you bet 600, 6 Purse. Okay, 6 Purse. I got you. If you bet 600, but you only get back 680, that means you only made a profit of $80. Or do you get back $12.80? Because if you bet 600 and you gain a profit of 680, then you've doubled your money. That I understand. But if you bet 600 but you only win 680, you technically only profited $80, but you risked 600. I don't understand that. I don't think that's a good bet. Please don't take that the wrong way. I don't mean anything disrespectful by that. But, no, absolutely not. The odds were really high when I entered the market. So, in other words, let me make sure. You got to break it down for me. I'm not a gambler, so I don't know how this works. So if you bet 600, does that mean if you win, you get 1280? So, no, not worth it. That's why I'm nervous. I understand. All right, Brandon Young's back on the mound. Here's the first pitch. There's a ground ball foul down the first base side. Well, fingers crossed, I hope you win. I do. I hope for your sake you win. And because I want the Orioles to win. But I wish you luck. I hope you get the money. I hate to see you lose money. Here's a 0-1 pitch off the plate with a splitter, 1-1. Again, so here we are at Brandon Young. If you're Brandon Young right here, you gotta get a quick inning. Really need a quick inning here. Here's the 1-1 pitch curveball for a strike. 1-2. 29 likes, gang. We are 11 away from our goal of 40. I think we got a chance. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field. That's going to get up against the wall. The runner's going to turn around first, head to second. They got a shot! He is safe! Oh, they called him safe. It was a quick tag by Gunner. Gunner thinks he got him. It was close at second. The second base umpire says he's safe. Collins with the double for now. The Orioles are looking at it. Let's see if he's out. Nice throw by Dylan Beavers. Nah, he's safe. Oh, he's off the bag! I think he's off the bag. I don't mean to yell. But it looks like he came off the bag. Gunner kept the tag. Right there. He's off the bag. He's out. He's out. He's absolutely out. His body comes off the bag. He's safe. Then he comes up, and he is off the bag. I think he's out. Gunnar Henderson kept the tag on the entire time. He initially is safe. If he doesn't lift his chest up, he's still safe. But he comes off he's off the bag. He's out. He's absolutely out. The Orioles are going to challenge. I'm sorry, sixth person. I hope you get it back. After review, so he's out! Yes, sir! Overturned, the runner is out. Great throw by Dylan Beavers. Great tag by Gunnar Henderson to keep the tag on him. All the way through the slide. That was smart. Great execution by the Orioles. They get him. So instead of a leadoff double, there's one out in the bottom and top of the fifth. Great job by the Orioles on the defensive side. Here's Jensen. First pitch to him is a fastball high, ball one. Well, don't cash out, six purse. There's the 1-0 pitch. It's a fly ball, center field, fairly deep, but Kowser's under it. He's going to get there. That's the second out. 2 down. It's going to bring Bobby Witt to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. Six purse, I got you. You're from the DC area. What are you like? Are you in like southern Baltimore? Or are you in like Silver Spring, Montgomery County, or something like that? Or are you actually in DC, or is it Northern Virginia? All right, here's Bobby Witt. First pitch to him. You got to be careful here. Here's a slider. Oh, just off the plate. Looked like a strike, but it's called a ball. 1-0. Yeah, Sony, for sure. Absolutely good challenge by the Orioles right there. One-0 pitch. Curveball. It's a pop-up behind the plate. Rutschman's going to give it a look. I think he's going to have room. He does! He has it. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We are heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2 Birds. I only ask about the D.C. area because I'm from Baltimore. Originally. I live in Florida now. I'm down in Florida at this point. But I originally am from Baltimore. From Northern Virginia, so technically I should be rooting for the Nationals. But I have 600 on this game, so I'm 100% rooting for the O's. I get it. Nats have been playing well. James Wood, is it James Wood or Brandon Wood? Very good ball player. He's having a good season. Orioles fan 72, howdy, first time here listening. Orioles fan 72, welcome in. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining. I hope you subscribe. Hope you give us a like. Help us get to our like goal of 40. We're small, but we have a good time here. Everything is very respectful, folks. That's all I ask. If you come in, be respectful, be professional, enjoy the game. Enjoy your team if you're for the other team. I have no problem with that. All I ask is let's just be respectful, PG, and enjoy each other's company. You talk baseball all you want. I consider pretty good knowledge of the game. I'm 55 years old. I was born in 1970. I've been an O's fan my whole life, so I followed them since then. I've got all kinds of O's stuff on the walls up there. Born and raised in Baltimore. I live in Florida now. Living the dream down here, but I'm glad to have you all here. Got 30 likes. Human, welcome in. Got the under at 10.5. I think you're going to be all right. Well, thanks, Orioles fan. I appreciate that very much. Ike Irish. That's right. Orioles' first pick last year was Ike Irish. Who are they taking with the 7th pick this year? All right, here's Rutschman. First pitch to him inside. Ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 pitch is low. Ball 2. 2-0. To his credit, Luinder Avila, the starter for Kansas City, he's made it to the 5th inning. 2-0 pitch to Rutschman. Here it comes. Ball 3 on a curveball, so 3-0. Sixpurse says, I think only been to 3 to 4 Nationals games, so I'm not too familiar with baseball. The strikes, balls, and outs are tripping me out, but I think I'm understanding how to read it. Okay. 3-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's a called strike on a sinker. 3-1. So, Sixpurse, what you get? You get, as a hitter, you get 4 balls or 3 strikes. One or the other. If you foul something off with 2 strikes, you're still alive until the ball, unless a foul ball is caught. There's a ground ball off the first baseman's glove. He can't handle it. That's going to be an infield single for Adley Rutschman. You get 3 outs in an inning, 27 outs in a game. Obviously, you got to go all around the bases to score. Baseball can be confusing. I get it. There's a lot of rules to baseball. But I still think it's the best game out there. Yeah, off Salvador Perez. He tried to backhand and couldn't handle it. Here's Taylor Ward inside on the first pitch. Ball 1. 1-0. From Nova. Was an O's fan before the Nats and will always stay one. Well, GC 1111117. Welcome in. Good to have you here, GC. Yeah, I don't mind the Nats. I just don't like the fact that they used to be the Expos. Ball 2, sinker inside and low to Taylor Ward. I kind of feel bad for Montreal. If they get expansion teams, I really think Montreal should get a team back. I really do. Yep, Sixpurse, you got the idea of it then. Here's a ball in the dirt. Oh, it gets by the catcher. The runner is not. Oh, he didn't move up. Oh, my goodness gracious. Rutschman did not move up on that ball. Probably should have moved up, but he stayed at first. But it's a 3-0 count on Taylor Ward here. Ward's taking all the way on this pitch. He is not swinging. No way he's swinging. Yep, called strike, 3-1. I knew that. He was not swinging 3-1. He might not even swing. He might not even swing at 3-1. I mean, 3-0. I knew he wasn't swinging. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Inside. Ball 4. So the Orioles get a single from Adley Rutschman, a walk from Taylor Ward, and here we go. You got first and second, nobody out. You got your 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. Alonso, Basayo, and Beavers, Dylan Beavers. Your 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. It's exactly what you want right here. What can the Orioles do with it? Yes, welcome in, everyone. GC, glad to have you here. That is the 72nd walk for Taylor Ward. It's the most by an Orioles player in the history of the team before the All-Star break. He's got 72 walks before the All-Star break, more than anybody else. The record was held by Ken Singleton, who had 70. All right, here comes the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Let's see what he can do. First pitch. Check swing, foul. He did not want to swing at that. Probably would have been a strike anyway, but he checked his swing, fouled it off, and quickly 0-1 on Pete Alonso. Human says double play. I haven't seen it yet, so if you guys are ahead of me, don't let me know, please, just so we can kind of call it live. Don't know if he did or not. Willie, though, welcome in. Max Coverage, welcome in. I don't know what a raid is, but welcome in Japan. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Thanks for coming in if you are coming in. And we got the 40 likes. Wow, just like that. Thank you all very much. My goodness, there's a lot of people coming in right now. Thank you for the likes. My goodness. Welcome in, Raiders. I don't know where you're coming from, but good to have you here. You're being rated. I'm seeing that. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. O's Orioles in Baltimore, Maryland. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back again. Mason Farquhar, welcome in. Christian, welcome in. Well, thank you very much, Rusty. Good to have you here, Rusty Shackelford. Hope you guys, I don't know if any of you are baseball fans, but I appreciate you rating me. Thank you. Hey, Mariah Hutton, welcome in. Caregiver Mom, welcome in. Go Yankees. Hey, you're a Yankees fan. I understand it. Your team is your team. You got a good channel. Well, thank you, Joe Knott. Appreciate you saying that. We're small, but we're having a good time. 0-2 pitch to Pete Alonso coming up. Here it comes. Here's a slider in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-2. Lazy Run, welcome in. Coming from Max. I don't even know who Max is, but thank you, Max, for sending everybody over. Rain delay, Max Coverage TV. Well, welcome in, guys. Good to have you here. Thank you. It means a lot. I hope you subscribe. 1-2 pitch. High on a fastball. Ball 2. 2-2. Oh, rain delay. Okay. Yeah, I know in Baltimore that there's a threat of rain in Maryland as well. Lazy Run says, go Yanks. Yeah, Yankees fans, hey, look, your team's your team. I totally get it. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him on a sinker inside. And that's 1 down. Bad at bat for Pete Alonso right there. Pizza Squad, welcome in. Coming in from Max Coverage. Well, thank you all very much for coming in. I appreciate it. Orioles are in a tight one here. 3-2 game. They had a 2-0 lead. Kansas City battled back to tie it, but a Blaze Alexander home run is giving the Orioles a 3-2 lead. Here's Samuel Basayo. First pitch to him is low on a changeup, 1-0. Right now here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Orioles got first and second with 1 out, and Samuel Basayo at the plate. Welcome in, everyone. 1-0 pitch is a ground ball up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. His only play is going to be to first base. He's going to get the runner at first. Basayo's out, but both runners move up. So the Orioles got second and third, now 2 down, and it's going to be up to Dylan Beavers to get the big hit. Horizons, welcome in, man. Good to see you, buddy. Fausto, I can't even say that, but Fausto, welcome in. No hablo español, buddy. I wish I did. I need to. Max Coverage, thank you for sending everybody over. That means a lot. All right, here's Beavers. First pitch on a curveball, inside and low. Ball 1. I like Alonso. I think Alonso's a good guy, H. Cruz. I do. And I'm not just saying that because he's on my team. I think he's a good guy. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Good changeup. Tailing away from the hitter. 1-1 to Dylan Beavers. And again, as an Orioles fan, this is one. Thank you for saying that, H. Cruz. It's one of the big Achilles heel for the Orioles this year. It's the big 2-out hit with runners in scoring position. There you go. Ground ball. Second baseman, Dylan Beavers. Throw to first just in time. And that's the inning, and the Orioles get nothing. Dropped you a sub, brother. Keep grinding. Thanks, Max. Max, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you very much. And thank you for sending everybody over. I'm very small, but we're enjoying it. We're having a good time. We're very respectful, very cordial here. It's just about having fun. Obviously, we all want to grow. But you know what? If I don't grow, but I have a good group in here that enjoys baseball, we have a good time, that's all that matters to me. But thank you all for being here. It means a lot. Thank you very much. All right, gang. Let's go around Major League Baseball. We're going to do our out-of-town scoreboard while we got a minute here. We're going into the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, Tigers got a 7-2 lead over the Phillies. Top of the 6th inning, Guardians got a 3-0 lead on the Marlins, and there's a no-hitter going there. Bottom of the 5th inning, Reds got a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. End of 5, the Rays 4-1 over the Mariners. Bottom of the 4th inning, White Sox Athletics are scoreless. End of 2, Red Sox 2-0 over the Mets. Top of the 2nd, Rangers 2-0 over the Astros. Top of the 2nd, Cardinals Braves are no score. Angels Twins, bottom of the 1st, Twins got a 1-0 lead. Yankees Nationals about to get started. They're in warm-up. Blue Jays Padres, Diamondbacks Dodgers, Rockies Giants. They are all later. And the Brewers Pirates was postponed. They're going to make it up tomorrow with a doubleheader. And there you have it. That's our out-of-town scoreboard. Top of the 6th inning, Orioles clinging to a 3-2 lead. Well, he did run home, but it doesn't matter. The runner, when there's 2 outs, 6 purse, if the last out is a force out, then the run doesn't count, no matter what. Even if he scores before the out's at first. If the out at first is recorded, that's a force out. It negates the run. That's how baseball works. I appreciate everybody coming in on that raid. That meant a lot. Top of the 6th inning, Orioles clinging to the lead. Brandon Young's back out there. Slyster, welcome in. Good to see you. Here's a line drive, base hit into right field. 1 pitch in, and Caglianone has got his 2nd hit of the game. Slyster, welcome in. Yeah, 6 purse, that's how it works. If the last out is a force out in an inning, the run doesn't score. At first base, at least. Thank you, Debbie. That meant a lot. I appreciate that. We're trying to have fun. All right, here's Lane Thomas. Runners on first base. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive. Second base for 1. Back to first. And plenty of time for a double play. I thought it was a line drive. It was a 1-hopper to Blaze Alexander. He goes to second for Jackson Holiday for 1. Back to first for the double play. And quickly, just like that, there's 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Great job. Yeah, Slyster, I was saying that earlier in the game, but oddly enough, for what it's worth, you got to be honest. For the most part, since June, there's a fastball off the plate, but it's called a strike, 0-1. The Orioles pitchers have been really pitching well. It's been one of their strengths. 0-1 pitch to Michael Massey. Here it comes. There's a fly ball, foul down the left field line. I mean, you've got Brandon Young's got a 3.36 ERA on the season. That's really good for a guy that's got like 17 starts now. He's actually really pitched well this year. Bradish is pitching better. Trevor Rogers is pitching better. 0-2 pitch, curveball off the plate, 1-2. Dean Kramer's had his ups and downs, but has been fairly good. Rusty Shackleford says, what you said about having the close-knit group, having fun and being respectful is exactly how it started for Max as well. Fly ball, foul down the left field line. You have that same passion for your team. Love it. Well, thank you, Rusty. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Look, my team's my team. I'm not one of these guys that gloats when we're winning, and I'm not one of these guys that gets mad at everybody when we're losing. It is what it is. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Oh! Rutschman dropped it. He had him, but Rutschman couldn't hold on to the foul tip. Look, in the end, it's baseball. You know, it's not curing cancer. It's not the end of the world. This isn't heart surgery. It's baseball. Let's just have fun with it. So thanks, Rusty. Appreciate you saying that. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Same thing again. He went fastball upstairs. And he couldn't catch up to it. That's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Brandon Young, got to give the guy credit. Really pitching well. 6 innings in. Brandon Young, 6 innings in. He's got scattered 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Got his ERA's down to 3.35. I mean, I get on my team a lot about how inconsistent they can be. But when they're playing well and executing, got to give credit where it's due. 6 purse. I totally get it, man. When you got money on the line, I totally get it. It's part of the reason why hey, Gloria, welcome in. Gloria Thibodeau. Good to see you, dear. How's Jason doing? Hope he's doing well. I always used to tell folks, don't bet with scared money. If the money you're betting, you're scared to lose it, I hope you don't get mad at me, 6 purse. I always say don't bet with scared money. Because if the money you're betting is money you're afraid to lose, you probably shouldn't be betting it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Rusty, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. We have good mods in here. The mods are very good. They'll do a good job of keeping track of everybody that's in here. So we should be good with that. Our mods do a nice job. Oh, we got 51 likes tonight. That's amazing. Thank you all very much. Bottom of the 6th inning for the Birds. Trying to expand this lead. Wow, we went up. Wow, we gained a lot of subscribers. You guys are great. Thank you. My goodness, we went up like, holy macaroni, we went up like 10 subscribers. Oh, no, 6 purse. I get it. No problem at all, buddy. No problem at all. Absolutely. All right, Steven Cruz is now in the game for Kansas City. He's facing Colton Cowser. First pitch to him is a swing and a foul back. Colton Cowser, Blaze Alexander, Jackson Holiday. Totally all right, 6 purse. I totally get it, man. And anytime you're betting money, even if it's money that you don't mind losing, it's still stressful when it's close. Cowser's 0 for 2 in the game. Strikeout and a fly out. Like to see him get a good hit here. Let's see what he can do. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Inside. On a cutter. 1-1. 50 likes tonight. Thank you, guys. 2 most common ways we lose. O's get 2 on base. The third guy usually strikes out. 2 pitchers give up that lead the very next inning. Here's a called strike, 4-seam, 1-2. Slicer, there's truth in that, and it's part of the reason why the Orioles are under 500. Yeah, that's true, Human. Don't chase your losses. I agree. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, well out of the zone by Colton Cowser, and he is the first out of the inning. And he's starting to look lost again. He's starting to chase pitches. He's starting to look like he's got no idea at the plate right now. That ball was riding up in the zone, not even close to a strike. And here we are. Here's Blaze Alexander. He's having a good game, 2 for 2. First pitch to him is off the plate on a 4-seam fastball, 1-0. Kansas City, let's go. Welcome in, Juju Bean. Yeah, hey, if that's your team, I totally get it. Good to have you here. 1-0 pitch. Here's the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike, 1-1 on 4-seam fastball at 100 miles an hour. If he can pinpoint, if he can control, spot his fastball at 100, low and outside on right-handers. Right there, he's going to have success. First name, last name. Welcome in. How can we watch this game live? Well, you can find it online, MLB.com. Swing and a foul back, 1-2. MLB.com has it. Masson has it. But those are paid apps. You have to pay for those apps. Slicer blazes that guy right now, for sure. Absolutely. He's playing well. 1-2 pitch is fouled off again. And that's a good... That right there, that swing by Blaze Alexander was a good defensive swing. He wasn't going to do anything with that pitch, but he swung and he got a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive. That's good. Let's see if we can do anything with it here. 1-2 pitch again. Here comes. Ground ball. Second baseman. He's got it. Up with it. Throw to first. That's the second out. Two down in the inning. We're back to Jackson Holliday coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Guys have all been really awesome tonight. Thank you to everybody. And definitely appreciate the raid. That was awesome by Max to have everyone come in. That definitely means a lot. All right, here's Jackson. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, he just challenged him. 99-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball right down Broadway. He said, here, hit it. And Jackson couldn't catch up to it. 0-1. He's going with the heat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss again. Another four-seamer right down Broadway at 99. And Jackson could not catch up to it. So quickly, 2 strikes on Jackson Holliday. My goodness. This guy is serving it up and saying, if you can hit it, good for you. I think he's going to go off speed here. 0-2 pitch. No, he went back to the fastball. It was a little high at 100. So 1-2. Juju Beans from Queens. I love that name. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Here's a ground ball. Dribbler up the line. First baseman's going to get there. Just beats him to the bag. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 6. Top of the 7th coming up. O's are clinging to a 3-2 lead. Yeah, Human. He can throw. He can definitely throw. He's got a lot of velocity on that ball for sure. It's Cruz. Cruz has got a lot of velocity on that ball. If I'm the Orioles, Brandon Young's through 6. I'm having him come out for one more inning. At this point, if I'm the Orioles, I'm pitching Brandon Young like this. Every hitter is his last hitter until it's not. And what I mean by that is this. The first hitter he faces coming up this inning, whatever he does, okay, whatever he does, if he gets the hitter, okay, if he gets him, he gets the next hitter. If he doesn't get him, it's over. If he gets the next hitter, he keeps going until he gives up a hit or somebody gets on. That's how I see it, in my opinion. I think he's one hitter at a time the rest of the way for him. So if he gets the first guy, he gets to the second guy. If he gets to the second guy, then he gets to the third guy. If he gets out of the inning, then I think he's done after 7. I don't think they'll bring him back out for the 8th. Man, the connection is not good right now. I'm sorry, gang. I don't know what's going on. We might have trouble here. I'm trying to get this to work, but it's not working. I think we're good now. It keeps reverting back to the last out of the inning. I don't know if it's an app thing or if it's my connection. I think we're all right now.
70 years. Similar line scores.
All right, here we go.
Run for the Orioles. Jackson Holliday and Gunnar Henderson.
Brandon Young is back out there. First pitch is a slider to Salvador Perez for a strike, 0-1. So, again, I think he's batter by batter. If Salvador Perez reaches, I think his night's over. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back. Quickly 0-2. I really do. I think that's how Alvarez will handle Brandon Young the rest of the way. He's got an 0-2 count on Salvador Perez right now. He's only thrown 74 pitches. 0-2 pitch. Fastball is a ground ball right at Jackson Holliday at second base. Throw to first in plenty of time. And that's the first out here in the top of the second inning. Welcome into everybody who came in tonight. Thank you all for being here. We gained like 10 subscribers tonight. That's pretty awesome for us. Mr. Max, who was in earlier, how's his subscriber count? He must have a really good subscriber count. First pitch, fly ball, center field, hit pretty well at the track, at the wall. Good catch by Colton Calver. That's the second out. Josh Rojas is out. Woo! He put a charge into it, hit it deep, but he hit it center field. Worst part of the ballpark to hit it. Quickly, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning for Brandon Young. Rico Garcia is warming in the bullpen for the Orioles. Still got 30 people watching. That's amazing. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you all being here. Here's Lofton. First pitch to him is a ground ball. One hopper to third baseman. Blaze Alexander's got it. Throw to first in time. And that's a quick inning for Brandon Young. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-2 Birds. I don't think he's going to come back out the next inning. All right, guys, I'm going to use the restroom. Restroom break. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, I'm back. Appreciate all of you. Had to go to the restroom real fast. Thanks, everyone, for hanging in there, those who did. And this thing is really, really messing up. I have no idea what's going on. Is there no free streaming service? No. First name, last name, no. Nope, unfortunately, there's not. I can't show it. That's just not what we're allowed to do. What is going on? All right, we're having trouble with this app. Whew, man, this app is not working right. I think we're good now. It keeps reverting back. Like it just reverted back a whole inning. All right, here's Gunner. First pitch to Gunner is outside. Ball 1, 1-0. This is bad. I have no idea what's going on with the app, but it's not good at the moment. Or actually, it was called a strike. 0-1. Strike 2 on Gunner. Quickly 0-2. Oh-2 count to Gunnar Henderson. Lefty on lefty. 0-2 pitch is... It's freezing up, guys. I'm sorry. I have no idea what to do. This is not good. I think it's a 1-2 count. Daniel Lynch is in the game. Yep, 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt. Wasn't even close. And Gunner swung at it, and he's out. Strike 3. 1 down. bad at bat. Just bad at bat. I mean, what are you swinging at? That ball's not even close to being a strike. Just a wasted at bat. Just a wasted at bat. You know what? We hit our light goal. I can take that out of there. Do you think the Royals have a good shot at this point? I do. First name, last name. It's 3-2. This is still anybody's game. All right, Rutschman's turned around. He's going to hit from the right side. He's down 0-1 in the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball right up the middle. Second baseman was playing behind the bag. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time to get Rutschman for the second out. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Birds. Absolutely, first name, last name, they have a shot. It's only 3-2. And, you have Bobby Witt. They absolutely have a shot. It looks like the Orioles are going to allow Brandon Young to come back out for the next inning. He's putting his ball cap back on. He's getting his glove. I think Brandon Young's coming out for the 8th. Strike 1 to Taylor Ward. Yeah, Juju Beans, they have a chance. I mean, I don't even know if it's an upset with the way the Orioles have been playing. We're not much better than Kansas City at this point. Here's a slider way inside for a ball, 1-1. Now, when he first started, the big channels would do the same raids. Glad he's able to spread love now, too. Well, yeah, thanks, Rusty. It was really nice of Max to do that. I don't know how big his channel is, but it's I appreciate him coming in. That means a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's the key, Jeannie. 8-8-5 pitches is amazing. 2-1 pitch is a ball in the dirt to Taylor Ward, so that's ball 3. '77 through 7. 3-1 pitch is a fly ball. Fairly center field. It's going to be playable. That's caught. That's the out, and that's your inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played 7, heading top of the 8th. Getting late, folks. Orioles are clinging to a 3-2 lead, and Brandon Young is coming out for the 8th inning. He is coming out for the 8th inning. Brandon Young. Here he comes, folks. And again, Jeannie makes a good point. He's thrown 8-8-5 pitches the last 3 innings. That's that's 21 pitches in 3 innings. Some guys do that in 1 inning. So he's in a good spot right now. This is not a very good connection today at all. Guys, I'm trying to get the connection to come back. This is horrible. Again, it went back to, I have no idea why, it went back to Taylor Ward's at bat. Honest opinion, do you really think Kansas City has a shot, or is it because you're supporting the team? Well, first name, last name, my team is the Orioles. My team is the Orioles, for sure. I'm an O's fan. I'm not a Kansas City fan at all. But, again, I am being honest with you. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not like that. I'm being honest when I really say Kansas City has a chance. They're down 3-2. They're only down 1 run. If it was a 5-2 game, maybe even a 4-2 game, I would say, okay, I get what you're saying, and no, I think this game is over. But you're only down 1 run. A bloop and a blast, and just like that, you're winning. So, yeah, they absolutely are still in this game. Nico's Wild World of Sports, welcome in. Yeah, Nico, he's pitched really, really well. Got to give him credit. I mean, 7 innings in, Brandon Young at 77 pitches has still got a few in the tank. He's pitched really well. Here it is. First pitch is a curveball for a strike. So Juju Bean says his team's the Orioles, but Kansas City is due for a win. Well, they can wait 3 more games. After the All-Star break, they can win as many as they want. Just not this series. There's a 0-1 pitch, is a ground ball down the third base line, just foul. So quickly 0-2. I'm new to baseball. How much time is left in the game? There is no time. First name, last name. That's one of the great things about baseball. There is no time limit. Time will never run out on you in baseball. You have to play 9 innings, or you get 27 outs. 0-2 pitch. Oh, four-seamer just at the bottom of the zone. Oh, man, that would have been a strike. Adley should have challenged that, but it's called a ball. Kurtron, you think Lane Thomas will get a hit? He might. Off the plate with a fastball, 2-2. He's 0 for 3. He's going to get another at-bat in this game, for sure. He's going to get another at-bat in this game. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Fly ball foul down the left field line. Nico, I got to be honest with you. I think so far the highlight of the game to me is Brandon Young. He has pitched really, really well. Two pitch. Here it comes. Foul ball again. Collins is keeping the at-bats alive. Brandon Young, the pitch count's getting up there now. Now he's at 83. He's gone to fastballs against Collins. He's trying to finish him with a fastball. He might go off speed here. See if he can get him out in front. 2-2 pitch. Yep, he did. Splitter, but it was high and away, so it's ball 3. This is it. I think this is Brandon Young's last hitter. If he walks Collins, I think he's done. 3-2. Fly ball center field. Hit really well. Cowser at the track. At the wall. He jumps. He's not going to get it. And Collins hits a home run. And we are tied. The number 9 hitter hits a home run. And we are tied at 3-3. And that's what I was talking about. Y'all asked me if I thought that the Kansas City Royals had a shot. And that's what I'm talking about. When you're only down 1 run, it only takes 1 bad pitch to turn the game around. Brandon Young just went from a win to now he's going to get a no decision. 7 innings, 3 runs. But again, the Orioles offense, they can't do anything. And they just wasted a good outing by Brandon Young. But I don't blame the manager here. I don't. I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, they shouldn't have had him come out for the 8th inning." I disagree. It was the 8th inning. He had only thrown 77 pitches. I have no problem with them having him come out. He just didn't execute, and Collins got a good swing on it and put it over the fence. Well, Juju Beans, the game's not over yet. They might be due. Maybe they are. But, yeah, I mean, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So, yeah, Kansas City's, the second worst team in the American League. But even if they lose 100 games, they're still going to win 62. So I'm with you. Again, there must be something wrong with the Orioles app. Because the game just reverted back to Collins hitting the home run again. Which makes absolutely no sense to me. Why are you showing me that? I don't need to see that. I already saw it. Thanks, first name, last name. Appreciate it. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with this app. It's starting to make me angry because it keeps circling like the circle of death that you get when your computer's thinking, and then it reverts back to the last inning. I don't understand what's going on. If there's a tie, first name, last name, they keep playing until somebody wins. End of story. It's that simple. They will keep playing until somebody wins. I don't know if we're going to keep playing if this keeps doing this. This is ridiculous. This is making me angry now. There are no ties in baseball. Someone will win. Well, Slicer, the thing about it is, too, though, to be fair, the guy goes 7 innings and gives up 3 runs. It's a quality start. The offense isn't hitting. All right, here's Rico Garcia. First pitch is a curveball, swinging a foul, 0-1. I mean, if you tell me that Brandon Young is going to go out there and give up 3 runs over 7 innings, I'll take it every time. The Orioles they're not hitting. You know, you get runners in scoring position, they don't do it. So it's not just about the pitchers. 0-1 pitch. Change up high, ball 1. And I get what you're saying, but I tend to, if you got a pitcher that gives you 7 innings and only gives up 3 runs, it's a quality start. He's keeping you in the game. The offense has got to score runs. 1-1 pitch. Here's Rico. What worries me is the bullpen. There's a change curveball for a ball. Ball 2. 2-1. What worries me more than anything isn't so much, that. Now I'm worried about what the bullpen is going to do, and can the Orioles get a run? No, your observation is correct, Slicer. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Pop up. It's going to get out of play. I don't think you're incorrect. It does happen considerably by the Orioles pitchers, and it's part of the reason why they're under 500. Pitchers can't sustain leads. I agree with you. But in one-run games, low one-run games, I tend to put it more on the hitters. 2-2 pitch, swinging a foul back. He pitched well tonight. I think he walked 1 batter, struck out like 7 guys. He kept you in the game. And the offense just couldn't do anything. Again, the Orioles tonight are 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Not horrible, not great. Bomba World, welcome in. 2-2 pitch, here it comes. Pop up. Center field, shallow. Colton Cowser's going to get there. He's got it. That's the first out of the bottom of the top of the 8th. So Thomas, if he's going to get he's going to get an at bat unless somebody gets a hit. He's going to hit in the 9th. Yeah, Kurtron, Lane Thomas is going to bat. He's the 4th guy up right now. So he's probably not going to get an at bat unless they get guys on. All right, here's Bobby Witt. First pitch. Oh, I'm sorry. He's the 3rd guy up. Ball 1 to Witt. 1-0. Yes, Slicer, I agree. The Orioles allow teams to hang around, and it comes back to haunt them a lot. Agreed. 1-0 pitch. There's a foul ball. 1-1. I do agree with you there. They definitely allow teams to hang around, especially inferior teams. And this is the root cause of that right there. This is the result of what that happens when you allow teams to come back. They cannot get add-on runs. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-2. Bad swing there by Bobby Witt. That ball was running up and in on him, and he could not lay off. He was trying to make it 4-3 right there. So 1-2 count on Bobby Witt. Got to be careful here. Nothing down the middle of the plate for Rico Garcia. He's got to keep the ball off the plate. And they're setting up outside. Here it comes. Called strike 3 on a curveball. Bobby Witt was fooled there. He was not looking curveball. Took that pitch and was right down the middle for a called strike 3. 2 down. The Orioles have better odds of winning, even though it's 3-3. For one, because they're at home. They'll have the last at bat every single time. Even if Kansas City takes the lead, the Orioles will have the last at bat. So the odds are in their favor. Doesn't mean they'll win, but the odds are better for the home team. They have the last at bat. So if we go to the bottom of the 9th and it's 3-3 and the Orioles score a run, the game's over. All right, here's Jack Caglianone. He's 2 for 3. He's had a good night. First pitch to him is a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. 1-1. So those that want Lane Thomas to hit, he's on deck. 1-1 pitch is low and outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Thank you all for being here. Still got 33 people watching. We hit 55 likes tonight. That's a lot for us. That is definitely a lot for us. 2-1 count on Caglianone. I'm not sure how he says it. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Rico Garcia. Here it comes. Here's a curveball. Oh, top of the zone, called a ball. It looked like a strike. So 3-1 count right here. Garcia does not want to lose this guy. Got to throw a strike here. 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Wow. That was a gutsy pitch right there because Caglianone is looking fastball, and he went with a changeup and totally fooled him. Had him way out in front. Way out in front. That gets the count even at 3-2. It's full. Here we go. 3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball is a ground ball dribbler. Third baseman's going to take it. Throw to first just in time. He gets him by a step, and Rico Garcia gets out of the inning. But the damage is done. Collins with the big home run to tie this up. Heading to the bottom of the 8th inning, guys. We are tied 3-3. All right, let's go around Major League Baseball. I'll give you guys a score update. Last one of the night. We're going to go around town and out-of-town scoreboard. Top of the 9th inning, Tigers are crushing the Phillies 10-2. Bottom of the 7th, Rays got a big lead over the Mariners 6-2. End of 7, Guardians 3-2 over the Marlins. Top of the 7th, Reds 1-0 over the Cubs. Top of the 6th, 4-0 White Sox over the A's. Bottom of the 4th, Red Sox 2-1 over the Mets. Top of the 4th, Rangers 2-0 over the Astros. Top of the 4th, Angels Twins are tied 1-1. Top of the 4th inning, in a rain delay, Cardinals and Braves are no score. End of 1, Yankees 1, Nationals 0. Blue Jays Padres, Diamondbacks Dodgers, Rockies Giants are later, and Brewers Pirates were postponed. So there you have it. That's your out-of-town scoreboard for the last time tonight. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Pete Alonso, Basayo, and Dylan Beavers. 4, 5, 6 hitters. Orioles need to push one across right here, gang. 4, 5, and 6 hitters in a 3-3 game. What is going on with this thing? All right, 3-3. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here we go. Matt Stram is in the game. Matt Stram in the game. 3-3, bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to him is a called strike. 0-1. Looked high to me, but they called it a strike. So 0-1 on Pete Alonso. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is low, ball 1-1. Thank you, Juju Beans. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We'll definitely be calling many more games second half of the season. We'll have some video stuff coming out as well. Be sure to check us out. We have all our Hall of Fame profiles. 1-1 pitch inside, ball 2-1. So appreciate y'all subscribing. That means a lot. Wow, 43 people watching right now. That's amazing. Thanks, gang. Orioles need to find a way to push a run across here. 2-1 pitch to Alonso on the way. Fastball at the bottom of the zone called a strike. 2-2. 2-2. And the Orioles just are afraid to use that last challenge. A couple of these have been really close. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. That's a dangerous pitch with Pete Alonso right there. A ball up and out over the zone. Up and out over the plate. With Alonso's power to right center and right field, he got away with one there. You want to keep it low with Alonso. Here's pitch. There's a curveball inside and low. Ball 3. Just missed. That's a good take by Alonso right there. That's a good take. So full count right here. Let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball. Base hit into center field. So Pete Alonso with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Very good. That's exactly what you want. I think they'll probably... I don't know. I think they're probably going to pinch hit Samuel Basallo here. I don't think Basallo's going to hit. It's a lefty on lefty. I think they'll pinch hit, and they might even lay down a bunt, try to get the run. No, Basallo's going to hit. Wow. Lefty on lefty. Here's Basallo. First pitch is low and outside. Ball 1 on a sinker. 1-0. Wow, I'm really kind of shocked at that. So Alvarez is letting him hit. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Lefty on lefty. He does not go to the bench. 1-0 pitch. Pop up. First base side. Looks like it's going to get out of play. Yep, it's going to get out of play. Wow. Good for Alvarez to have the confidence in the kid. 21-year-old kid in Basallo. Big moment in the game right here. And he's allowing him to hit lefty on lefty. Looks like Tyler O'Neill's come out on the on-deck circle, though. He's going to hit for Dylan Beavers, it looks like. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1-2. Basallo tried to stay back. You could see it. He tried to stay back. But he just couldn't do it. He was way out in front on that ball. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Oh, he checks his swing and fouls it off. Basallo is he's in defense mode right now. He is in hack mode, but he's in defense mode at this point. Yes, we definitely appreciate it, Debbie. I agree 100%. Thank you all for being here. We mean it. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Slider, line drive! Right field! If it stays fair, it's gone! Is it gone? It is! It's gone! 2-run homer for Samuel Basallo. He kept it inside the pole. Lefty on lefty. It pays off. Good call by Craig Alvarez. And the Orioles take a 5-3 lead. It was a missile of a shot down the right field line. It was just a matter of whether or not it was fair. And it stayed fair. 5-3 Birds. Oh, six purse you pulled out. I'm sorry, buddy. Wow, what a hit. That was huge. He turned on it, and it was a missile. It was just a matter of whether or not it was going to stay fair. And it did. Wow, he got all of that. Good call by Craig Alvarez to stick with him, and it pays off. Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's going to hit for Dylan Beavers. Wow, what an at-bat for Samuel Basallo. That should give him some confidence. First pitch to O'Neill. Here it comes. Here's a fly ball. Medium depth. It's going to be playable, though, at the track. Caught by the right fielder. That's one down. That's a big boost for a kid like a Basallo when it's a lefty on lefty. It was just a matter of whether or not it was fair. He kept it fair. It just stayed fair, too. We'll take it. It was a missile. 5-3 Birds. Look at that. Awesome. All right, here's Cowser. Letting Cowser stay in the game. First pitch to him is inside. Called check swing. Did he go? He did go. Third base umpire says he did. That's a strike. 0-1. Well, first name, last name. Kansas City is only down 2, but their chances are dwindling quickly. If it was only a 1-run lead, I would say maybe. But at this point, I think the Orioles are in good shape. We'll see. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Here's a called strike. Quickly 0-2. My dad just tried to call me. He's 80. My father's going to be 82 years old. He's probably watching the Orioles game in Maryland, and he's calling me to talk about it. 0-2 pitch, called strike 3. The Colton Cows are on a slider. He has not looked good tonight. 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times. He's looked bad. $40 of you still in here. Guys, thank you all so much for all the likes tonight. We have 57 likes. We have a chance at 60 likes. That's crazy. Zippity-doo, Doug. What's up, Doug? Good to see you, buddy. There's a called strike to Blaze Alexander. Alexander's had a good game. He's 2 for 3. What's up, Doug? Welcome in, partner channel. He'll be live tomorrow morning with Coffee Talk. Doug, good to see you, my friend. Doug, are you a mod on this channel? Actually, you're not. How do I get you to be a mod? Blaze Alexander's got an 0-2 count. Hold on, I'm going to make you a mod, Doug. I don't even know why you're not a mod. I'll get you. Hold on. You're a mod on my other channel, but you're not a mod here? There you go. You're a mod now. 1-2 count on Blaze Alexander. I don't know why I didn't have you as a mod. I got Debbie as a mod. All right, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says no, he did not. Human. Well, what I will say, Human, is this. I was sweating whether or not it was going to be fair or foul for sure. Absolutely. Doug, I got you in there now, man. You should be a mod at this point. If you go out and refresh, you should be. 1-2 pitch or 2-2 pitch inside. Ball 3, 3-2. Yeah, you should be a mod at this point, Doug. I don't know why I didn't have you as a mod in the first place. But I do now. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. That's the inning. But the big blast by Samuel Basayo gives the Orioles the lead. We're heading to the top of the 9th inning. 5-3 Birds. 3 outs to go, folks. Yeah, you got it now, Doug. There it is. You're in there. Got to go. Take care. Good night. Human, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. That means a lot, man. Still got 40 people watching right now. That's amazing. And we gained like 13 to 14 subscribers today, too, which is just unheard of for us. Appreciate that very, very much, folks. Hang in there. Hope you're all enjoying the game. I'm definitely enjoying it tonight. I don't call a lot of wins. Sometimes I think it's me, because it seems like every time I call an Orioles game, they lose. I am definitely under 500. We almost made 60 likes tonight. That's pretty good. Yeah, Emirates is one of those really fancy airlines. Book your flight today. Emirates is definitely one of those. 1,800 gamblers are us. 1-800 gamblers are us. Human, you don't have to worry about that with me. I don't gamble. Never have, never will. Just not a gambler. I can't do it. I feel like gambling, again, I don't want to say it because I don't want anybody to think I'm disrespecting them or putting them down. But for me, I feel like gambling is throwing money away. I work hard for my money. And I don't want to see it. I don't want to blow it. I just don't. But again, to each their own. Yes, from Dubai. Yep, Emirates. All right, gang. Top of the 9th inning. We are here. 3 outs to go. I'm curious who the Orioles are going to bring in here. Oh, Andrew Kittredge again. First pitch. Here's a called strike on the slider. 0-1. Lane Thomas is up, everybody. After you fly Emirates United feels like hell. It might. I don't know. All right. Here's Lane Thomas. 0-1 pitch. Here's a check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says no, he did not. Hey, 6-person, if you're up that kind of money, good for you. I just don't know that I have the guts to do it to even get to that point. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball to third baseman. Blaze has got a charge. Quick throw to first just in time. He got him. That's 1 out. Yeah, that's part of the problem, 6-pers. It is addicting to a lot of people. And I don't want to go down that road because I have an addictive nature. And I don't even want to try it because I think that's why I don't drink. I would think if I drank, it probably wouldn't be good. All right, here's Massey. First pitch is a ball high, 1-0. So sorry, anybody was hoping Lane Thomas was going to get a hit. He did not. He went 0 for 4 in the game. And we did hit 60 likes. That's amazing. Thanks, everybody. What a night. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. That's hit well at the track, at the wall. Oh, it's off the top of O'Neal's glove. He's not going to catch it. It's off the wall. It's going to be a 1-out double for Michael Massey. And Kansas City is still in this game. I day trade for the most part, and gambling is a hobby on the side. Hey, 6-person. Hey, good for you. I bet you must be good at it. That's awesome. I'm glad. So a 1-out double for Kansas City. They're still alive. Here's Salvador Perez. Perez has got power. First pitch to him is a slider for a strike. Oh, definitely first name, last name. Absolutely. That double right there keeps them alive. Because now you got the tying runs at the plate. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Pop up. Behind the plate. Rutschman's going to give it a look. He's there. He's there. He's got it. That's the 2nd out. So Salvador Perez pops up. Jason Thibodeau, what's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Gloria was in here earlier. So that's a big out. They got Salvador Perez to pop it up. And that's 2 outs, folks. And it's going to be up to Josh Rojas, who actually has had a really good game. Rojas is 2 for 3 in the game. He's got a single and a double and an RBI. He's 2 for 3 in this game. A righty on lefty. Kittredge is set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a sinker. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt. Oh, it gets by Rutschman. He can't find it, and the runner is... He stays at second. Oh, my goodness. Rojas does not move up. The ball got by Rutschman, but it went straight up in the air. And the runner did not move up. But you know what? It's probably the smart thing because his run is not the important run. If he gets thrown out at third, the game's over. There's no need to move up. Well, good luck, human. I don't know what that means. 10.5 for $100? That's good though. I hope you win. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. 1-2. So Kansas City's down to their last strike. Orioles are one strike away from getting the big win. Can Kittredge put it away? He's at the belt. He's ready. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Andrew Kittredge gets the save. And the Orioles get the win. What a night for the Birds. They get the win. Good pitching by Brandon Young. Great timely hitting at times for the Orioles. The big blast, of course, was Samuel Basayo in the bottom of the 8th inning with the big 2-run homer to give the Orioles the 5-3 lead. And that is your ball game, folks. Right there. Again, the Orioles, well, Kansas City, 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Orioles, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher is going to be actually, I think Rico Garcia is going to get the win. And the save goes to Andrew Kittredge. And that's it, folks. Ball game over. Again, mods, great job tonight. Thank you to all my mods. You did a wonderful job, bringing everybody in, welcoming in everyone. Thank you to everybody who came over on the raid. That was amazing. You guys are all absolutely fantastic. We picked up a lot of new friends. I hope you come out next time. Look for our thumbnails. We'll definitely be back doing more Oriole games. Not till after the All-Star break at this point, though. If you'd like to check out our other channel, we have a Disney channel where we go live from the Disney parks on the weekends. We have almost 30,000 subscribers over there if you'd like to check that out. But appreciate everybody coming in tonight. You all were wonderful. Again, thanks to Max for allowing his folks to come over and rate us and give us a lot of new friends. That meant a lot. But thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Again, final score, Orioles 5, Kansas City 3. Good night, everybody.